Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups. Let me see if I can find the live feed. There we are. Come on. I'm going to style the video. So today is Friday, May the 2nd. May the 2nd. This year is moving right along. And I'm going to like it. Tell everybody good morning. And I'm going to share it to the internet, the open internet, and memories, live videos, and messages. Aaron's in, Missy is in, and I'm in. That's three of us. Okay. Supposed to rain again, starting about 11. We got a truck we got to get finished up. Next week it's supposed to rain. Man, it's rained enough to float a battleship. So tomorrow is election day. The polls are open 7 to 7, I believe. If you're in Tarrant County, you can vote at any polling station that's open. To date, the early voting was about 5% of the registered voters. We have had about 63,000 votes already voted. So that's about 5% of our registered voters. They're expecting a big day tomorrow, so maybe we'll do something. George is in, Brittany's in. We're eating at Parton's Pizza, 1 o'clock tomorrow. It's out on Cherry Lane. So I need to give a update about, I've been voicing my opinion of why we're hiring a headhunter company to find a new police chief. Why didn't we hire within? And I'd forgotten. Chief Noakes had been with the police department 25 years. So they did hire within. It just seems like it's an extravagant amount of money they spend, so City of Fort Worth, I apologize. They did hire within. I think it ought to be mandatory. Here's what I really want. I think it ought to be mandatory. Fort Worth ISD and the police chief and the fire chief, they all need to be Fort Worthians. What I don't like is bringing somebody in here from another state. The last Fort Worth ISD superintendent that left before the Hispanic lady, well, I forget his name. I was on him all the time. He was from somewhere else, some other state. So I just wish that they would hire within the departments and people that live here in Fort Worth. Our kids are different than kids from Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. I just think that's the best policy, but you know, what do I know? Okay, so elections, voting places open at 7 tomorrow. If you have, I'm going to get a number. Brittany, see if you can find a hotline number to the Tarrant County elections if there's a problem, an issue, if one of our members or anybody has a particular problem in a voting place that they think is irregular or something. I know there's a number. I think it's a voting I think you can actually get somebody on the phone. See if you can find that number, please. Besides that, overcast skies again. It's only going to be in about the 70s, I think. And the rain's supposed to start about 11. Hold on, phone's ringing. Where is it? When it's on silent, you can hear it vibrating. What dates Saturdays do I have open in July? What day is the birthday party on? Is it the 19th? Brittany, do you know? Cleburne is trying to figure out when they want to come to the one Saturday, which is in July, is the birthday party, and so I can't do it then. I don't even come down here and do that. Of course, we're having it across the street, so I'll probably be able to. Check the events on. I need to start advertising that too. It's at Rex's Bar and Grill. So really, let me get to a calendar here. I think the birthday party is July 19th, so we don't want to do it on July 5th. That's the day. July 4th is on a Friday, so that won't work. We can do, I can do the 26th of July or the 2nd of August. That's the following Saturday. That would be my two best days. Then in August, the 23rd is good. That's also a Saturday. I think I've got something on the 30th. So July 26th, August 2nd, or August 23rd works for me. Have y'all figured out how many people are going to be? Yeah, the birthday party is July 19th, so your open days that are good with me, because if there's 30 or 40 of you, it'll take up all the morning stuff, unless you're going to get here before the sun comes up. Takes about an hour to go through it. So what I want y'all, if there's 44, what I'd like to do is stage it where you have like 10 people come be here ready to start touring at 8, 9, 10, 11. And then have another group of 10 show up about 8:45 or just before 9, and then just before 10, and then so 8 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 8, 9, 10, 11. That might even cut into my lunch deal. What if we brought in, if there's 44, what's that divided by 3? 14, or 14. Yeah, we can do 3 groups, 2 of 14 and 1 of 16. So we can do a first group, have it the largest, 16, or 15, 15, and 15, something like that. Morning, James, Missy. So we have a large group at 8, that's 16 or 15, then another one at 9 or 9:15, and then the last group at 10 or 10:15, and then I'll be able to get out of here by noon to go do the lunch club. See what days works for y'all. That interview was good yesterday. Yeah, she's a sharp lady. And she's a lawyer too, and her last name is Law. So check those, July 22nd, August 2nd, or August 23rd. Try to let me know as soon as you can so I won't schedule any interviews on those days. The elections will all be over. And I don't know what day we're going to start this deal with Hal J. and Haywood. I'm going to try to get them to come over tomorrow and figure out where we're at on that deal. Okay, so August the 23rd. Okay, well, get with your people and see if that works, and that's good with me. When does school start back? Not that that matters any, but getting a message here. Somebody wants to recruit me. I'm too old to be taking on a new job, sorry. I'll pass. I don't think I've ever really had a job. I mean, the detail business, but we're eating at Parton's Pizza. No questions from Cleveland this morning, okay? Yeah, they're filming it downtown. I posted the street closures. I'll find it and post them again. They're doing, what is it, Landman 2? Or Landman, or... Hold on. What streets are going to be closed downtown Fort Worth for the filming of Landman? Landman Season 2 is filming this weekend. Here are the street closures. Well, it would be nice if they'd tell us what the street closures are. (7 a.m. to 11) Taylor Street between West 5th and West 6th. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Left 2 lanes of West 6th between Lamar and Burnett. That's behind the old Star Telegram building. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Taylor between West 6th and West 7th. That's over there, the corner, the old Startlegram building. Okay. So, wait a minute. Let me get back to that. I'll try to find, I had a little map that they sent out. I'll try to find it and post it. And then we can go from there. They just sent me a deal starting July 3rd. Your Facebook Live videos older than 30 days will be deleted. But I have several options. Okay, Scott, you're going to have a job because you probably got 1,000 or 2,000 live video, maybe more than that. Okay. Oh yeah, Mayfest is this weekend. So there won't be anybody out Cherry Lane way. All the Mayfest people, if you don't eat at the event, will be around here. Railhead and Angelo's and all that'll be full. So it's been 30 years ago since the May 95 hailstorm. It destroyed my business. I was at 1015 West 7th next to the Firestone, and we had just bought 13 cars from Odessa Auto Auction in San Antonio. Just got them delivered the night before, and West 7th and Henderson was the focal point of that hailstorm. Destroyed those cars. I'd spent like $30,000 on those cars, and I sold them for junk and got $2,500 for all of them total. No insurance. I thought, well, what the heck, it's coming up the weekend, I'll call my insurance man on Monday. I tried to get him to backdate the policy. Of course, that would have been you can't do that. And he told me, because I had cars on that policy and I had purchased them, I just hadn't told him specifically the VIN numbers. So, really, it came close to putting me out of business. That building I rented from Mo Metter Oldsmobile. But anyway, we made it through somehow. Just like all of us, you got a lot of trials and tribulations, and somehow you seem to be able to make it through. I was listening on the radio coming in. They're acting like some of our election races are going to be tight. Like for the mayor, there's no way. I mean, I don't think. Maddie will always win as long as she runs, I think. She's a pretty good mayor. She tries to straddle the fence and make everybody happy. And that upsets people on both, even though we're supposed to be nonpartisan, conservatives and liberals alike both don't like her straddling the fence and trying to make something good for most everybody. They want it to be all their way. Well, that doesn't work. She's the mayor for all Fort Worth people, not just the conservatives or the liberals. Okay, I'm going to have to get out here and get opened up. Rosie will be here in a minute. We're going to try to get this last truck finished before. It's sprinkling a minute ago. I guess we'll just finish it in the building and pull it out. It's going to rain on him sometime anyway. So let's do the sponsors and then we'll mosey on down the road. Yellow Snake Horses, Brazos River Ranch. You can go horseback riding for a couple of hours for $75. Also, we did get a new, not really a new, because Blue Mountain Cafes has been a sponsor of us 2 different times. It's a yearly package, and for all of their restaurants, which is 5 of them, and Stingers, which is yeah, she's a country girl from Hyco, you're right. Stinger's Bar and Grill is a sports bar out in Azle. It's the old Mark Dean's Barbecue, for those who remember. It's in the same building. So we finalized the deal yesterday, and but there's 5 locations. I'll get Scott the information, and it'll be posted on all of our websites, Memories, and the YouTube channel. So go eat at Blue Mountain. I mean, I got 2 orders to go the other day because I had 4 grandkids come over. That meatloaf is enough. I took those 2 meatloaf deals, and it fed all 4 of those kids and myself, and still had leftover. Eric Walsh. Eric is in the real estate business. He's a developer, and he's also on the board of directors at Larry's Kids. He's very passionate about that position too. Doug Peacock owns A-Bird AC and Heating. Thank you. So if you have any issues with your heat or air, call Doug Peacock. He's one of the Polly Peacock boys. Dana Lang. Dana sells Cowtown. She's in the real estate business. In fact, she's working with Aaron right now and trying to help him out on some property that he's trying to move on. Dickey Carr Sand and Gravel is owned by Pat and Richard Carr. I'm proud to be able to call them my friends. Great people, very civic minded. First people to write a check for Larry's Kids for $5,000. Good job. Where's my thumb? There it is. Steve Coburn, Coburn's Catering. They've been in business since 1946. 1964 is when I first met Otha and Gary. Great people. Steve and his father, they're still in the same location over there on North Main. In fact, most people don't know that used to be a cafeteria, Coburn's Cafeteria. I used to eat there. So then they got rid of the dine-in cafeteria, and it was early on. They didn't do that long, but they just started. They've always done the stock show, I guess, since they've been in business. They used to do the Backstage Club, but then Riata bid on that and got that. Fort Worth Lumber Company, I-35 South. They've been involved in the bike giveaway and sponsoring as long as I've been on the air. K-Ranch Roofing, Jorge Hernandez is the owner. If you think you might have roof damage from the high winds, and man, we've had some, or the hail, you just call K-Ranch Roofing. You'll get Bree. She's the office manager, and she will find a time that's good for you and good for their specialist to come out and look at your roof, and you might not have any hail damage. And they don't charge you for that either. Cross Electric, Brandon Cross. Cross Electric won one of the DFW's favorites. Every time I post it and Manny sees it, he weighs in that he does business with him. State Farm Insurance, Jenny Stewart. It doesn't cost you anything to call them and see if you can get a better rate. All of these insurance companies, I think, are about the same. Farmers, State Farm, Allstate, Freeway. Freeway, I don't know, that's kind of a smaller one. But the big 3 or big 4. Old South Pancake House, been in the Benson family since 1962. It originally was called Smitty's, opened in 1958. Dave Benson, Rex's father, bought it in 62, and it's been in the Benson family ever since. 24/7 on University. The one in Burleson closes at 9 or 10 at night. You can get breakfast 24 hours a day on University. Optimist Club of Fort Worth. We had Jeff Norman in here live with us a few weeks ago. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? They do lots of great stuff for youth, both boys and girls, and that's an international organization. Charlie Guerin's Railhead Barbecue. Charlie is our state representative. He's on the board of Larry's Kids. He owns Railhead Barbecue. He's very passionate about that bike giveaway. Rains Plumbing. That's a family-owned plumbing business. They have done lots of work for lots of our members, and we've gotten great reviews on every one of them. Casey Crawl Insurance. That's Medicare and Medicaid. Don't try to navigate that project without help, and these people are experts. Tri-State Dent. Jason and his team, they'll come to you. Door dings, hail damage, minor dents. These guys are good. They're the best. They're good. Rex's Bar and Grill, the old Macaroni Grill building on next to Old South on University. That thing is a Taj Mahal. If you ain't been in it, just go in and look at it. I mean, Rex spared no expense on that deal. We're going to have our birthday party there July 19th. Swartz and Henson, they are architects. They're very involved in our bicycle giveaway and been longtime sponsors. And Jerry Swartz, his family goes way back, deep roots in Fort Worth and Tarrant County. Stroud Auto Supply, they're in the Haltom City, Riverside area. And it's very rare you see a independent auto supply store go head to head with AutoZone and O'Reilly's and all the rest of them, but they do. I bought auto parts there when I was 16 or 15 years old. Feltz Family Auto Care. Mike Feltz and his wife and their team, they're in the Burleson area. Every time I talk to anybody about them, they're nothing but great things to say about them. G2 Garage is in the White Settlement area. Chris and his team over there, number one on their list is customer satisfaction, so they don't let any cars go out that aren't right. Dickie Carr is Richard Carr's nephew. His company is Grateful for Your Trees. They do everything with trees you can do. Cut them down, trim them, grind the stumps down. Then they do all this other stuff, landscaping, fences, all types of haul-off, demolition work. They sell firewood. Give them a call. They're hungry for work. Fort Worth Florist, Jeanette and her team have been this is their first year as a sponsor on Fort Worth Memories, and I've gotten a lot of good reviews, people that called them and sent flowers. So funerals, weddings, just because, just to, you can send them all over the world and you can do it all from your house. Alpha Design and Build is Lance Sanders. They are remodelers. They can remodel your business or your house. They do commercial and residential. Or they can put a second story on your building or your house. Scott is our IT guru. He can build you a website or any consultation work. He's cheaper than most. Clay Winstead, Winstead Paint and Body. They're on White Settlement Road, just a block west of Roberts Cutoff. Okay, boys and girls, I got to get out here. This is the last day of the week and get started. Don't forget, summer's coming on. We need to leave plenty of fresh water for our four-legged friends and two-legged friends. Peppo's only got two legs. Because remember, they love you more than you love them. They never complain. They're always happy to see you. Can't wait to jump up on you. And we have a lot of people that don't treat them right. Please don't do that in front of me. I'll be back in jail. So, we often talk about our pets. And that's something else, the Animal Control Center, there's two of them. They have some fabulous pets down there that have all the shots and the whole deal. So if you're a single person or if there's a family, you're looking for a dog or a cat for the kids or grandkids, go over there. They're easy to work with. They do a fabulous job, so don't be a stranger. Yeah. Oh, I mean to tell you, they're always, whatever kind of pet it is, they're always so happy to see you. Where your family members are always happy to see you, but there's occasionally arguments or whatever, misunderstandings. Doesn't happen with the pets unless they love on you too much and you don't like it. Hey, yeah, go ahead and open it up. The door's open, I unlocked it. Okay, boys and girls, we're eating at Parton's tomorrow. Don't forget to vote. Be part of the process. That's the only way you're going to be able to, people say, I don't want to talk about politics. Well, politics are what dictates your life. Everybody wants to vote for Trump or Biden or vote during the presidential election. Everybody wants to get involved. And that helps you exactly zero. When you have potholes or problems on your street or whatever, you don't call the White House, you call your city council member. So get involved with what's us. We got a lot of good candidates out there. Let's give them the opportunity to show us what they got. We're going to do this deal a little different this year. Every shirt I wear, on the back it says the Watchdog. We've got coffee mugs that say Fort Worth Memories Watchdog. I'm actually going to start posting a deal where y'all can grade our council members and mayor. We're going to hold them accountable on memories. I mean, if you counted us as a city, you got, in Tarrant County, you got Fort Worth, which is right at 1 million people. Arlington is under that, and then we're the third highest if you counted us as populous by our members. There's no city that's got 150,000 besides Arlington or Fort Worth. So we count. And believe me, they all monitor this group. They know what we're talking about. Okay, love all of you, and I will see y'all. I guess when it starts raining, we'll have to come in. See y'all all tomorrow, too, at 1. Parton's Pizza, come join us. It's a great buffet deal. Something else, I had a person that stopped by, and I'm not going to say the name, and said, do y'all don't say prayers anymore? We pray every day. Every event we have a prayer.